Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Lawrence will throw. That is caught. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Jaguars. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready, set. Black block.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Read him 24. Read him 24.
From the gun, Bigsby. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And Bigsby once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tank Bigsby, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, green.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Shot, 17. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Pause, ready. Set.
Looking to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Take Bigsby
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 42-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Down.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Smack. Ready. Set.
They'll set up to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Take Bigsby
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid punt.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score, Jaguars 56, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Option handoff now to Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Miami.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, Jupiter.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touch. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Hurry, hurry!
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Panther streak! Panther streak! Let's go!
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Hooker's going to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Hooker now off play action. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now Hooker. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Hooker. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Mustang 19.
They will go for it. It's Hooker. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Another run by Bigsby. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, Bigsby. Taken down at the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 7. A run here with Bigsby. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Hooker now, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Dolphins' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.